Welcome to the Provincial Virtual Learning Environment. In this first video, I'm going to look at the home page called My Homepage, and I'm presuming you're starting inside your training course. So to get to the My Home page, you simply click in the corner here, My Home, and you'll come to the page that you first saw when you entered into this Desire to Learn platform. Now, there's a lot of information on this page. So first of all, let's look at the different sectors of the page. This top darker blue mini banner is called the mini navbar. The next part down, which I'm just moving and highlighting, is called the nav bar. And finally, the part below that starts with the training widget and has a whole bunch of other widgets on it is called the home page on the first home page that you come in. So let's look at the different pieces. So first of all, on my home page, you can select from any of the courses that you are enrolled in by simply clicking on this little button, drop down menu, and down comes a practice shell and the self-directed training course, and it would show any of the other courses that you're presently enrolled in. There is an email tool that is used for internal email. This indicates you, VLL user, and you can click on it, and you can see I'm impersonating the VLE user. In your case, it wouldn't be an impersonation situation. Beside it is a cog here, and this shows various things. You can access forms and themes. Next one down is a locker. You can store some files in this locker. It's fairly limited in storage. You've got access to the Halton Cloud by clicking here. Homework Help, a site for mathematics. I'll just click on it. And this provides access to live teachers at night. There is a course requester here. If you want an individual copy of any particular course, you can click on this button and it goes to a Google form that allows you to select the course content. This is one way to get course content, but I'm going to show you a different way a little bit later. If you click here, this is a list of course updates and tells you when the latest version of a particular course was created. And these are all of the courses that are presently in our virtual learning environment, their present status of when the last time they were updated. So you'll notice these are opening on separate tabs. I'm looking at it right now in Chrome. So let's keep going. The next one along is just telling you who you're logged in as. And the final button on this line is self-registration. This is going to be another way that you can access course material. You will be allowed to self-register in any of the 190 plus course offerings that we presently have on the system. So we'll come back to that a little later. Here we have the use policy. Not particularly exciting, but it talks about the copyright and what you're allowed to do and not do on this particular site in both English and French. Next site we have teacher videos. And there's more than just videos here. We have some YouTube videos on the home page on how to create and use widgets, quizzes. I'll just click this as an example, and you'll see it goes to a YouTube playlist on various particular topics. Come back again to that same screen. There's one on groups. There's an extensive set of videos on this on-demand videos. We have information on course building. We have additional tools. Right now, the one additional tool is the seating chart, which is actually quite an amazing tool. We have coursehelp.ca, and this has a huge bank of resources that you might want to access at some point in the future. So that's the teacher videos. We have a Twitter feed. We have information on how our SIS integration system works. This is how the D2L Trillium interface works, and it talks about accounts and how accounts are created, how to get rid of unwanted shells, how to add material. And the idea of this form is it's going to be kept as up to date as possible, as changes are definitely coming in the next few months. Another link here is OERB. The OERB has over 30,000 resources, and most of these can be embedded or put in as a link in your courses. You can do a simple search, or even more powerful way is to search by curriculum. You can pick your grade, you can pick your subject, and you can keep going by strand if you want, and you can search at any point. You can search by grade, subject, strand. And I'll just quickly show you. It does have a series of filters down the side here, and I can go, okay, interactive learning resources, and it filters by interactive learning resources. Going to shrink that one down. You have access to ePortfolio, an electronic portfolio. There are even expectation planners for several of the courses that we have. This is quite useful for credit recovery applications. And finally, there's a log out button. So I'm just going to click here and get back to the original starting point. Now, coming down to the home page itself, you can see the training widget that we started with. You'll notice over on the right side, there's a little button here, and you can collapse the training widget. So you can shrink it up, and you go, hey, I don't want the news. Okay, let's shrink this one and this one. And it shows some of the other widgets that are here. You'll notice there's a Google Apps widget. This will link to your Google Apps account, and you will be able to transfer material between Google Apps and Desire to Learn through this, and you can actually access and see your documents through this portal as well. There's a support line, and we've got a library services widget. The National Film Board, for instance, and Access Learning can provide you with other materials that you can embed in courses as well. And finally, down at the bottom, we have the entire live elementary or secondary tools page in this particular case. So that's a quick tour of the My Home page, and we will talk a little bit later about navigating the home page of one of your individual courses, and we'll start with the self-directed training course.